Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about da, 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 four big mistakes that doctors make that make burnout worse. Yes. Now, physician burnout is a scourge, especially in the US and in other parts of the world. I had this video in February of last year, of 2020, that went viral on Facebook. And I was talking about physician burnout, physician suicide, and, the hidden things that a lot of people don't know that doctors go through. And if you are listening to this, if you're one of my fellow doctors, um, you want to listen to this because maybe this is you, maybe it's not, maybe you know somebody who is suffering with burnout or somebody who is heading down that road. There are four mistakes that doctors make that can actually make burnout worse. Mistake number one: not telling the truth about what we really, really want. Okay? So here's the thing: many of us were socialized to believe that once we became doctors, that was it. That was all we were supposed to want. That was all we're supposed to have. That was all we're supposed to be. And that was all we're supposed to do. Nothing could be further from the truth. So what happens is when we find that we need and want other things apart from medicine, we push those down, right? We repress them, we suppress them. We don't even want to hear the voices of our own thoughts and our own feelings pulling us maybe in a different direction. And think about it. Many of us decided to study medicine when we were teenagers. And now we're maybe you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, and you're like, well, I want to do other things. I want to do this other thing. Maybe I want to write a book. Maybe I want to start an online business. Maybe I want to start a flower shop. Yes, I actually know a doctor who started a flower shop, and when the flower shop became successful, poof, she was out of there. And that's okay, right? It's okay not to want to do something your whole life. And it's okay not to subject yourself to so much judgment when you find that your needs and wants are starting to change due to the circumstances of your life. It's okay to want other things apart from medicine. But so what happens is when we don't tell the truth about what we really want, we find ourselves in this space and in this place where burnout is made worse because now we're starting to really feel unfulfilled. We're really starting to feel that loss of autonomy. We're really starting to feel that our life in medicine doesn't mean anything. Just decide that you're going to be honest with yourself all the time. If you want to do medicine part-time, it's fine. If you want to do a non-clinical job after you've been told for years that medicine is your calling and you have to do medicine and medicine alone, and you want to do something else, it's fine. If you want to, stay home and raise your kids, that's fine. It's fine. It's your life and you get to do what you want to do with your life. Don't let anyone shame you as a doctor for wanting other things. You're a person and you're allowed to want what you want, and you're allowed to tell yourself the truth about what you really want. Number two, believing that burnout comes with the territory. It's not true. I suffered with burnout very early in my career. And again, people ask me this question: oh, are you not practicing because you suffer from burnout? No, that is not the case at all. I dealt with burnout in 2007, 2008, and I retired from medicine completely in 2020. So I learned to deal with burnout. I learned to effectively advocate for myself. I learned to get the support I need so that burnout didn't come with the territory. By the time I was done with residency and starting my clinical job, burnout was no longer a thing in my life. So yes, burnout does not come with the territory, and anyone that tells you it does, they're just trying to foist their own story on you. It's not a good feeling when you feel as though, well, this is just the life I signed up for. Burnout is the price of admission. Well, hard work is the price of admission. Burnout is not. So if I, can burn out, recover from burnout, and go ahead and create an amazing quality of life for myself, so can you. And whether you're a doctor or not, I actually had this conversation with somebody who was an accountant. And they wanted me to speak at their event, and I said, they said, they were looking for somebody more of a business strategy. I was like, well, and I was telling them about what I do in the area of burnout and all of that. And like, well, but burnout comes with the territory, doesn't it? I said, well, this is why I do what I do, right? Because burnout does not have to come with the territory. Okay, so mistake number 3 that doctors make is having no outlet apart from medicine. It could be a hobby. It could be a so-called side gig or a secondary business. Something, William Osler said this, the young doctor should look about early for an avocation that takes him away from patients, pills, and potions. What is that thing in your life that takes you away from patients, pills, and potions? You have that? Then you are more likely to be able to defeat and prevent burnout. One of the things that helped me when I went through burnout was writing. I've always loved to write. I'm a writer, I'm an author, I've published 6 books. But one of the things that helped me during that time was writing. And what I wrote ended up becoming my first book, which became a bestseller. Another story for another day. But every day I was able to dream of something else outside of medicine was one step closer to taking me out of that burnout. Remember, do systems need to change? Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. The medical system needs to change because it's come to a point where it's unsustainable. But here's the truth. For me to defeat burnout personally, the system didn't change. The system didn't change first. I had to change things in my own life for me, because waiting for the system to change is, you don't know when that's going to happen. And sometimes that's not in your control. The thing that's in your control is you. So one of the things you can do is to pick up something that takes you away from patients, pills, and potions. Now, last but not the least, mistake number 4 is not getting the support you need. How many doctors, specifically doctor moms, have I met who are carrying your workloads at work and workloads at home and doing it without any support? The higher you go, and I said this in my last podcast, the further along you go in life, the higher you go, the more support you need, not the less. You don't need less support. You need more support. The same way you don't get less busy as you go on in life. And also you don't need less money, you need more. So these are things we've told ourselves that, when I'll get to a place where I need less money, I'll get to a place where I'm going to be less busy, or or I'm in this place, I don't need that support. I should be able to do all this myself. As long as you're using the word should, then that means you're not able to do it. Instead of shoulding yourself, find the support that you need. Find the support that you need for whatever area is overwhelming you. Now, maybe you can't get support at work. Like, for example, let's say you're getting burnt out at work and you're employed. You might not be able to have a say in hiring somebody else to help at work, but you can surely hire someone to help you at home. You can hire someone to help you look after your kids. You can hire someone to help you clean your house. Get the support that you need. Lean on your support system. Build a support system around you. And I actually did a whole I did a 5-day challenge on burnout. And I actually have a free masterclass on burnout, which is in the context of this amazing video course that I created called Purpose and Prosperity Outside the Medicine Box. I have a masterclass in there on burnout and defeating burnout. Now, life, nobody goes it alone. But I think as doctors, we come to a point where we've somehow told ourselves that we don't need support. But imagine, think about your life in the context of a job or a business, right? When you go to work, there are nurses, there are technicians, there's a front desk person, there's a medical assistant, all these to help you do your job. In the same way, you can't do your job, walk into the hospital, be the front desk person, be the person to transport patients, be the nurse, be the physical therapist, be the respiratory therapist. It's hard for you to be these other things in these other areas of life without help and support. hiring a coach, hiring a cleaner. And this is why I do what I do, because I'm there to provide coaching support for my colleagues who are burnt out, who are facing burnout. And even if they are not burnt out, you don't have to wait until you're burnt out before you get the support you need. Get the support you need as soon as you realize you need the support. So, let me recap. 4 big mistakes that doctors make that make burnout worse. Number 1, not telling the truth about what you really want at this point in time in your life. Number 2, believing that burnout comes with the territory. Number 3, having no outlets apart from medicine. And number 4, not getting the support that you need. So think about this as you go forward in life, as you go into 2021. Ask yourself, am I burned out? How do I prevent burnout? What support do I need? And what things do I need to do outside of medicine in order to improve my mental state? So, this is it for now. Subscribe to my channel and, share this with other doctors. Click the bell icon so that, the notifications can show up. And, if you want to work with me closely, you can send me an email, info@sholaezokoli.com, or visit any of my websites that are listed on the channel. Thank you very much and have an amazing day. Yes, like I always say in the Mentor of Life podcast, yes, you can have it all.